y-intercept, yeah. Y-axis, start at -1. Now you said go up to, and then what else?
Over 1.
And over which way is +1?
To the right.
Right. Up to, right 1, up to, right 1. Now guys, you can extend this as long as you want it. You can work backwards and keep going with your pattern. Okay? And you can extend it. Now I'm going to very lightly extend this, because I only want to keep it on that domain. Now who can rephrase this in your own words? What's this saying?
Cut it off at -2 and cut it off at 1.
So x is
Between -2
between -2 and 1. Now tell me about the endpoints before I graph it. At -2, what will the endpoint be? Solid or hollow? And how about here at 1? Okay, so that's what I'm going to do then. I'm going to go x between -2 and 1, and I'm going to go meet my line, and go solid here, and hollow here, and there's the piece of the line I want to keep. I'll get rid of all the rest. So we do that exact same thing for the other one. Give me slope and give me y-intercept. Slope, -1. Y-intercept. Start at your y-intercept of 3. And I need a fraction here. How will I count away here? Down 1, over what way? 1? Right 1. Down 1, right 1. So down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1, and so on. Extend it the other way if you want. And only graph it on this domain. We did it on the last one, see if you can do it on this one. X is between 1 and 4. What kind of endpoints? Solid. X is between 1 and 4, solid endpoints. Right here, and there it is. Now ask me or your partners questions about that problem, because I want you to move on to number 2, and we've got 6 minutes to conquer number 2. Okay? How'd we do? Group good? Lily's group, good? I thought so when I walked around. You guys almost had it right there, right? Did it turn out okay? Yeah? Back here, Kaya's group, middle group, okay. So, first step, separate your pieces into their own lines. So begin number 2, 6 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry. So what do you do? Give me a process. I know what you're talking about. But, so tell me what it is. We're supposed to do what? Right. And they're already factored, so that helps out. So tell me what all you gotta have present.
There's no.
There's 2 different denominators and they both must be in it. What are they?
Are you supposed to have extras?
Right?
Kind of.
Can you try it now?
Yeah. First.
Feel better about it?
So do we have order one?
On the y-axis. What about that second one? There is no b, so what is it? You ask a question?
How are you supposed to? Oh. For number 2. If I start at 0, go up 3.
Okay, keep working. Do you want to see a picture?
Go up 3. Yeah.
really good advice. Which one is it, Stephen, that she needs to erase?
the top one.
It's the top one, which is which of these two? This one? X plus 2? Or y equals 3x? Okay, so go ahead, and this one you want to erase? Go ahead and then just rework that for you. Still got about 3.5 minutes. If you think you have it, raise your hand and make sure everyone in your group has it. Okay, what's he still got to do? Yep, got to erase something. I have it posted, I don't remember what it is. We are going to get through 3 through 6, so everyone together can move on to 3 and 6. Good? Sure, we still got to get you up, erase. Gotta help me erase. Don't just erase. You've got to have a method to our madness. Okay. I'm looking at your number 2. Doesn't look complete yet. Right? Tell me why. Okay, tell me why. Tell Lily why too. Which part? So you have them even separated. Look up here. See the y equals x plus 2, and then the y equals 3x. That's where we start. And then really, what is the 2 important things when graphing with that y? Right. So those 2 you might want to write down. Okay, most groups are close. Look up here. Shout out. Back here. Shout out the slope and y-intercept, please. Your group.
For the one,
This one.
The slope is 1 over 1,
Okay,
and then the y-intercept is 2.
great. So we're going to graph it. Hannah, look up here. After what he just told me, the slope, he wrote it as fraction and the y-intercept. So we're going to put a dot on the y-intercept of 2. So that's right here. You little booger, it's supposed to be blue. Okay, and then we're going to count up 1, right 1. And that's a pattern. Okay? Now, I'm going to ask Garrett back here, just because you were working on it when I walked by, how do we know what part of the line we're going to keep? And those are what 2 numbers? That's good, very good. Well said. Okay, -1 is here, and 1 is here. So right here will be solid, right here will be hollow, and there it is. Okay? Corner group, over here, Stephen.
Yes.
Can you shout out the slope and y-intercept of this line here?
I can't see that.
It would be the bottom one on number 2.
Oh, okay, the slope is 3x or 3 over 1.
3 over 1, good.
And the y-intercept would be 0.
Good, very nice. So on the y-axis, we'll go to 0. And slope, up 3, right 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, got that. And then let's try Allie's group back here. tell me which portion of the line to keep.
The one between one,
In between 1 and 3, and tell me about the endpoints.
they'll be solid.
Both solid. X is 1. Could you get that? Thank you. And 3.
Miss Hayden's room, Ginger. Lily Brown? Yes? Okay, bring your stuff and go to the office.
You knew that, didn't you? But it's early. Okay, let me give you what you're gonna go out. Okay, guys, the line in question would be right here, because it's hollow on one, solid on the other. I guess solid wins out, but do you guys see how you can see the hollow around it too? So, I mean, if you're worried about it, you can show it that way. Okay, next one, 6 more minutes. Number 3, and then we'll skip all the way to 6. From start to finish, see if you can put together number 3. It earned you 1 point on the quiz. Can you rewrite this with the variable on the left? It will be helpful. Just right beside it, sketch it in. Put X on the left and 1 on the right, and then tell me how to point it. What does that say? So that means to the right. So you're going to keep this line to the right of 1. Yeah, this line you want to keep to the right of 1. What does that say? Which means to the left. So you want to keep this line to the left. So I think you got them backwards. This is the domain. This is the part of the graph you want to keep. The part. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Guys, 3 might go off your graph unless you adjust. So you might want to put the x-axis down lower. You might want to put the x-axis way down towards the bottom. So going by 1, you maybe go by 2. Okay. So they are parallel. Does yours look like it? Yep. Yep. Pretty similar. Pretty similar. Yep. Oh, there you go. Kai's got it.
So I believe talking about how technically that can use numbers.
Oh, I don't know if you don't get huge numbers. You could. There's nothing to say you can't. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know if at some point you could reduce every single term by a number and maybe that would make it smaller, kind of like you did here.
Yeah.
So that's possible. It doesn't always happen that way though.
Okay.
Now, if you can't factor that, use what? Right.
Okay.
All right. I'm excited. Okay. Here's mine. It extends off my graph. See how the, yeah, go ahead. See how the 2 lines are parallel? How do I know they're parallel? Just looking here. Slopes. You think yours match?
I think so.
Okay. All 3 match. It's the only part of it here, and then the other part up there. Yours match, Stephen? Okay. Let's figure out, make sure we're all together. If you think you're done, move on to number 6. All right? Guys, here's a hint for you. What's the slope of this one? And the slope of this one? What does that tell you about the 2 lines?
Parallel.
They are parallel, so make sure your graph reflects that. Okay? All right, I'm hiding here, Chris. See what you got. Okay, so, on this top one, what's your y-intercept? Got it, what's your slope? Okay, so from -4, how are you gonna count? Up 3, right 1. I don't think I see that reflected in this work. I see it there. Yep. So up 3, right 1, right? And the other one was up 3, right 1. Okay. Ooh, we're fast on this one. Parallel lines? Okay. Right there? Okay. Go on to number 6. Ready to go? Okay. Gotta cut off, remember? Between 2 and 6. I'm gonna use this one. Okay. Go on to 6. Very good. Yes. Sometimes it helps to get a bigger sheet, doesn't it? Yeah. Have I checked everyone's, I think? That was fast, guys, very fast. Here we go. Let's double check. This one. Slope 3, y-intercept -4. Up 3, right 1, up 3, right 1. Keep it from 2 to 6. There's that one. This one. Slope 3. Y-intercept -6. Same thing. Keep it from 6 to 10. It's going to shoot off my graph here, guys. But we'll keep it from 6, and it keeps going up this way. Those lines are parallel. Okay? What do I notice here? What kind of an endpoint am I going to have right there?
Solid.
Nope. Right. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you a few extra minutes on number 6. How many pieces does 6 have? 3. I will write them right here. Start to finish, folks.